Okay, I have here this Lockwood 334B45 with this very nice engraving from Lock Doctor. Is that just a locksmith in Australia? Or Dr. Lock, sorry. Not Lock Doctor. Lock Doctor. Anyway, there you go. You can see the phone numbers there on the key. And then we've got this, I don't know, it's a bit funny. Anyway, but what is interesting about this is that this is a pretty horrendous key with very good bitting. These are made by Australian Lock Company, and it's a JY keyway, not a Lockwood core. So then here we go, JY, that's our keyway, horrendous. Just slap that in the vise. Key does work beautifully though. What is interesting though is that this thing, being a 334, has actually still got all of the Lockwood driver pins. So it's an Australian Lock Company cylinder, but all Australian Lock Company core, but all Lockwood pins of the Bible. So I'm going to try and pick this. I anticipate this being not the speediest video in the world because, oh boy, is a pain. But we're going to use some bottom of the keyway tension here. You can only go clockwise because it's a padlock. I've got this gem here, which is really good for reaching this really high cut up the top. It can only get the front 3 pins. It can't get past this low cut on 4, but that's all right because you can feel you can't get there, and it helps position 1, 2, and 3. And then I've got this half diamond for trying to get the back 3. I might just tilt that up a bit more. That's better. All right. Without further ado, let's try and pick this sucker. I did just get it once before I put it in the padlock body. Okay, let's pin 1 set, 2 set. Also a few master wafers in here, which does help. But hopefully we will not actually be setting any of them. Okay, that should be 1. Yep, that's 1, 2, and 3 set. I can't get any further down to 4. They probably will not stay that way. Come on. Let me under. All right, there we go. Got that one. Got that one. Got that one. Now, what did we lose along the way? It's not open yet. Yep. Okay. I think that's pin 3. Let's just do this again. 1, 2. 3. 2 is still good. 1 is still good. Oh, got it. Fantastic. That actually didn't even take that long. Whew. All right. Yeah, under 5 minutes with an introduction. That's great. So let's pull this apart. There you go. Oh, very satisfying. Great thing about putting it in a 334 B45 is they are extremely satisfying when they pop. All right. Dump that screw. Put that there. Bring a pinning tray across. Got the top there. Core just dumps out the bottom. Padlock body can go over here. Top retainer plate. A little hole there, in case you're unaware, is for drill protection, but it's almost never got the rod in it, which is a disappointment. Now, because it does have some master pins in there, I will try and leave this in a turned state, and we'll be able to see whether or not I actually set any above shear or not. I don't think so. All right, it does not need a shim. As long as you pay attention to what you're doing. Put that over there for now. All right, so there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. All master pins still in the core. 2, same, it just has 1. 3 doesn't have a master pin. 4, still there. 5 doesn't have one, I think, and 6 doesn't have one, I think, unless 5 does. Don't think so. All right, so nothing fancy on those. You can see it's been lightly filed on the top by a locksmith, but not too bad. Only a tiny little bit, so that's not really going to have made much difference. All right. Just in case there are master wafers, we'll do these one at a time. So we've got a thin spool. I'll show you these in close up in a minute. Thin spool. The way you can see. Thin spool. Thin spool. Thin spool. And spool. Perfect. So all of the springs are all the same. All of the master wafers stayed where they belong, down in the plug. None of them ended up in the Bible, which is nice. Yeah, honestly, it was a bit of a surprise. I expected this to have standard pins in it. I wasn't expecting the Lockwood spools, so that's nice. There we go. There's that nice close-up. So the standard thin-lipped Asa Abloy Lockwood spools. Just normal key pins, a few master wafers needed for the key to work, and some springs. Core, done. Oh, let's get you that. There's that down keyway shot too. Quite horrendous. Yeah. There's a little bit of hole in the warding on the side here, but even with a really steep pick, I found I don't know, like this tall SS Dev here. It just, no, this one's too fat. Even if you use the thin one, you just can't really get up into it enough. Yeah, like if we go to one down the back, you know, you can just sneak in, but you can't get up. You don't get enough lift height from down there. So that's not very helpful. But yeah, we were able to get it with this, and with the trusty half diamond, really handy for those super low set pins. Gets under everything with a bit of effort. So there we go. An Australian lock company, JY core in a Lockwood 334 B45.